and the fans here have been eagerly anticipating this clash. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the UAB Blazers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Longhorns will kick it off to get us underway. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. The run from the shotgun. And how about that interior? Stuffing the run for nothing. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David. You're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
A third and long coming up here. Looking downfield, it's Chavez. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Blazers will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He only needs a sliver of daylight. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Line gets set, first down. Going to the running game. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Wants to fire on second down. Unleashes one deep. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the tackle is made on the return man, but there is a flag on the play. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. Running back searching for a hole. Running with power. Powers ahead, gets 4. He's down at the 10. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Blazers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Fires to the right. It's caught. Running toward the tape. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Blazers!
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And he made the extra point without problem. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished with a 62-yard pass for the score. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. He'll run it again. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
They ran it on first down, now on second. He's looking to throw. He wants to take the top off. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. He's got him down the middle. And he's dragged down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Bust through behind his pad. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Play of the quarter coming. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. To the air, it's Chavez. He fires a bullet to the right. It's complete. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the 1st quarter.
Texas 14, UAB 7.
1st down to start the drive after the break. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking for space. It's Ellington. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. They'll try to run for it. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
I think to be a good 3rd down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
The Blazers have this offense rolling. Leaves it with the back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Now lining up to snap it in the red zone. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
And the Blazers will line it up on 1st and 10. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Give to the back. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The Blazers want to pick up the tempo. On the move, it's Ellington. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UAB. On to attempt the try.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was paydirt.
So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Texas offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. The give from the gun. Breaks the tackle.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Pressure coming. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Snags it! Touchdown, Texas! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Number 0.
That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter. I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. Saw a great example of it right there.
He'll call for the fair catch here. ready to send the offense out to go to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He wants to throw. Lets it fly. He's got it inside the 30. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it threatening. 1st and 10 from the 27. Flushed out of the pocket. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Quick completion to the right. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. They keep attacking through the air. Finds his man. It's Ellington. Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. They'll run it on 1st and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to...
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, UAB.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This has been a track meet running up and down the field so far, Jesse.
It's amazing for this offense, right? Score a touchdown, go try to get a rest on the sideline. It feels like you blink, and you're right back on the field having to go score another one, David. It just feels like it's going to be that kind of game.
Well, so which defense can kind of change their identity a little bit, get more aggressive? You're giving up yards and touchdowns anyways. Who can get aggressive and maybe create a turnover?
On 2nd down, wants to throw. He makes the connection. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Blasted as he lets it go. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Leaves it with the back. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Shoots it to the left. That pass is incomplete.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
He's got it on the right. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Looking for a man. It's Chavez. Complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers.
42 Spider, 4-2 Dino.
Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Got it.
Just enough time for one final play in this half.
Gorilla, gorilla. Tuna, tuna. Gaucho, gaucho.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Corner's going to give them room. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Blazers will boot it away to start the 2nd half. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Line gets set, first down. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They'll try the right side. Oh, gave the defender the business. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
They'll ride the hot hand. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. Right back to it. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. And the blitz gets to him just like that.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And the Longhorns line up to punt it away. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Slips through the line. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a huge play. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Blazers. And that one will put them up here in the second half. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Yeah, we may have a situation where we might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24.
First and 10.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
The Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
Second down.
They'll give it to the back. Tackled after picking up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Got rid of it just in time. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. This time he's got his man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right.
Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. And the Longhorns are rolling down the field. Motion from the offense. Comes out throwing on first down. He's got his man. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
They want to just keep throwing it. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. And he goes down after making the grab, picks up a few, but still short of the first down. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Longhorns! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
They'll run it from the gun. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
He's looking to throw it. And the ball is picked off. Those kind of plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball is going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Quickly complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Tackle on the play at the 30-yard line. Third down coming. That's the end of the third quarter. And after 3, the game is tied.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete in the middle. Touchdown, Texas! They move on top here in the fourth. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. He unleashes a long one. And they can't make the connection going for a big play on first down.
Yeah, I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Back to throw, it's Chavez. Looking to the big tight end. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs, we got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this third down. It could come back to bite them.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Release to the back. Ball in the air, intercepted! What a nice play on the pick. Didn't find much running room. They'll let it slide. They've got it at the 29.
And that is a backbreaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. The give to the back. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the handoff. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the defense gets him on the ground for the 4th time today, by the way. They've pressured him. He's still done an unbelievable job making completions. But you know what? Get him on the ground when he's got the ball. He can't make something happen. Keep hitting him. Keep getting him on the ground. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Pitt looks like a bunch of world beaters right now. I'm not sure I've ever seen this offense look this crisp. They're up by 25 over the Pandas. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Now on first down from the 30. Back to pass, it's Chavez. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Blazers in the hurry up.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is
open runway, just plowing down the field. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UAB. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
See what they dial up on 1st and 10. They want that clock to run. He's in open space downfield. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. So the defense trying to protect the lead, but they could also put a punctuation mark on this thing and end it with a big turnover. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Well, the defense is smelling blood in the water with this offense so backed up. They're able to get to him for a sack, and I give the quarterback credit because I thought he was about to take a safety. Somehow he was able to stay out of the end zone.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Throws to the tight end. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. He's taking the deep shot. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. The give to the back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Just steamrolling the defense. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. They'll try to power it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Set to advance on the football.
Fair catch called for and made. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to throw at Chavez. They're trying to get to it. finds a man on the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Makes a connection. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
With the catch, it's Ellington. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Little touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, UAB! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, and get the football back to get back in this football game.
Just over a minute to go, and if they have a chance, they've got to come up with this onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on them.
On first down, here comes this offense. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling.